Always tracking, always alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Welcome back. While it may be another hot one today, it'll be a little drier, which makes everything more tolerable.
It does. Let's check in with our own meteorologist, Adam Olivier. Adam, how are things looking today?
Yeah, Scott, Alex, the good news is we are seeing that drier air filtering on into the region, leading to some fairly decent conditions for the early morning time frame. Later in the day we are going to see our temperatures jumping up, and there's going to be an increase in fire danger around the area today because of that lower humidity. Your Sportsman's forecast this morning, well, overall, it looks pretty nice around the area. The one downside is we have those stronger winds that are going to be around through the day today, so there's going to be a good chop on the water there. Small craft definitely need to exercise caution, but our temperatures start out in the 70s. Right now, the air is cleared out. We've had a big, bright full moon out there. Our Hub City Tower camera showing some stars in the sky currently. No rain expected as the air is drying out. Your temperatures, 72 in Ville Platte, 73 in Jennings, 78 in Lafayette, 77 in New Iberia, 76 in Abbeville. By lunchtime, though, we're hitting the 90s. So we are going to warm up fairly quick today. Lower 90s there by lunchtime, mid 90s by 1 o'clock, but lots of sunshine, only 1 or 2 clouds in the sky. And this afternoon, we're likely to end the day in the mid to upper 90s. But that's where the problem comes in, because we have the hot temperatures, sunshine, dry air, and gusty winds. And all that correlates to high fire danger because we still have that drought in place. So red flag warning is in effect for pretty much all of Acadiana except right along the coast. So again, any burning that takes place can easily start and spread a fire with those winds, and then it can spread erratically too. So we'll be watching that very closely. The good news with the drier air gives us some pleasant mornings tomorrow, waking up in the 60s under clear skies. And while we still get hot in the afternoon in the upper 90s, it will be pretty decent with dry conditions. Now, Idalia this morning, Category 4 hurricane, 130-mile-an-hour winds. We feared that this would be the case, that it would rapidly intensify. It has done so, and it's only about 30 minutes away from making landfall just to the north of Cedar Key and Steinhatchee. On radar, you can see it's going through what we call an eye wall replacement cycle, where it builds a secondary eye wall, and that inner one collapses. The eye goes away. This is happening right at landfall, which is in a way good. It weakens the storm, but still, storm surge, tornadoes, heavy rain, all of that going to be a big problem for our friends here in Florida. From here on out, it continues to be a hurricane well into Georgia to the north of Savannah, and then it gets into South Carolina just barely as a tropical storm, or weakening to a tropical storm, before it comes out into the Atlantic. Now, we're still going to have to watch to see if this tries to loop around. Models today, though, show that it slows out in the Atlantic. Still not great news for us, but something that we'll watch going into next week. Idalia is only going to bring us drier air out there through the next few days, but as we go into the weekend, your Saturday and Sunday, pretty high rain chances for the region, keeping us in the low to mid 90s. Labor Day and going into next week, we should still keep some showers and storms. Fewer, though, as we get towards Tuesday, which means we start getting hot once again.
Okay. Well, thank you for that explanation, and we will take the cool down while we can.
We will definitely. Thanks, Adam.